Talking about John Keim, covers the Commanders for ESPN.com. So they're going to take on Tampa Sunday night, playoff game rematch from week 1, but it's totally different. I wanted to focus on a couple of positives, all right? It'll be a positive if Lattimore plays, and we expect it, but Sanastrill's been a stud all year, hasn't he? And people thought they'd move him back to cover the slot. He's fine on the outside, isn't he?
He's been very good there. I would still bet, or not bet, right? I would still think that in the future, that's where he's going to be really good at, right? But who knows? That's for the future. This year, yes, that the initial thought was he would go back inside, and it's like, but he's playing too well outside. Mm-hmm. And part of it is like he's got it's that makeup, right? The competitiveness and the confidence, and you have to have both as a corner. I think Lattimore has that in droves. And I think Sanastrill is just a really, really good competitor. And that's not to like discredit, like he's good in technique and all that. That's there. But for a corner, to me, I would start with competitiveness. And he can cover different guys, even if it has to like you're playing up against the level of talent, right? Against an A.J. Brown or someone like that. But he doesn't back down from it. And I think that's one thing that I really like about him. And like yesterday, he broke up, I think it was at least 3 passes, just with really good positioning, technique, smarts, competitiveness. So, yeah, I mean, whatever it is in the future, you got a good corner there, bottom line. And the only reason you people wondered about that, because like in Quinn's defense, Joe Witt, like they always like the bigger corners on the outside. Well, he doesn't fit that mold, but the competitiveness and the toughness exactly fits what they want out there. So, if he stays out there, like, hey, it means that he's playing well, and they have confidence in him at that. So that would be good. But he's done a really good – I mean, the corner play, we've seen the other stuff. He's been a godsend for them out there.
Hey, John, if Lattimore goes, and I'm guessing he will for the playoffs, do you think there's added emphasis from the coaching staffs saying to him throughout the week, you can't get into one-on-one altercations with Mike Evans. You just got to go out and play your game, try to cover him the best you can, and just leave all the shenanigans from the past in the past. We can't have it in a playoff game. Yeah,
well, you would hope so, yes, because the margin for error shrinks in the postseason. And this is a team that has been, has fallen behind and dug some holes and dig out of it, but you can't have the excess stuff. So yeah, you would think so. Although, yeah, you would in your way, you have to let them know. Yes.
All right. So yeah, how are we going to be different? Like, I know offensively we understand our identity more. Cliff understands his pieces better. Jaden's got 17 games under his belt now. So I feel like even though Todd Bowles can create all these schemes and come up with all these pressures, I feel like we'll be okay offensively. I'm not confident that we'll be able to contain Baker again. He can do so many things on his own. And we pressured him, and he just beat us. He almost single-handedly beat us when we played him. How is that aspect going to be different?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
But, yes, you're going to have stronger coverage, too. But that's where they have to hope that Lattimore is able to go, because now at least you feel good about the guys on the outside. And I do think they felt good, obviously, about the pressure they put on. And in some cases, like you put that same pressure on, I think you take your chances because you're putting the pressure on. At some point, you're going to get them down. Mm-hmm. And so I think there's that. The hard part for me with Tampa is that they're running the ball really well, and that creates another layer of concern that wasn't quite as strong in that first game. On offense, I think going back to the Bull stuff, they've seen that style of defense too from other teams. So that was to me for a rookie quarterback in a new offense, et cetera, was a tough first one because of all the stuff they do. The hard part or the problem first of all, Tampa defends the run very well. So, we talk about the run games, may not be as big a need this week because they defended so well. It would be difficult. You just want to stay ahead of the change. but it also what they do is have issues in the pass game. And because of the stuff they run with the blitzes and the games up front, to generate pressure, like that's how they have to do that to generate pressure. But when you're doing that, you're leaving yourself exposed in other areas, and that's what they can take advantage of. And shoot, in that first game, like there are a couple throws that were, a couple things that were there that were just missed. That I think they feel pretty good if you get the same scenario again. And so I think that's where they can make it very interesting. But yeah, with Mayfield, that's his ability to extend plays in that first game. Not just extend plays and then just hit huge plays.
Yeah,
was a major
problem.
Killed
us.
Yeah, and they haven't faced a quarterback like him in a while. I mean, they're the stretch, who they face down the stretch has not been Baker Mayfield. Right. So like that will be a challenge for them for sure.